We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago Cubs. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Jose Quintana gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
First offering on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, D-Roy, you got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the postseason picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
66 degrees at first pitch. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
2-pitch mix here. For something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
Baez fields it cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Miguel Sano can be a difference maker, as he often is. He's slugging over 600 coming into play. That's a and a lot of balls in the gap. That doesn't come easy, and he has really impressed a lot of people so far this year.
Hanser Alberto is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. He enters play with an even 50 RBIs to this point. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 16, Trey Mancini.
So here's Trey Mancini. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Bryant is calling for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Zach Gallen, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey.
Career ERA just under 4, but one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Ready now, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. High and deep to right center. Turner's on his horse, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double. Ronald Torrey is the next to bat, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Guys, the Orioles out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
2 balls and a strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Ball even at 2-2. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Alfaro gathers and he makes the throw to first. Torreyes is retired and there's 1 away.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play at first after the ball hit the dirt.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and 1 gone now. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
Right there, an 0-0 changeup to a great hitter. It opens up so many more places you can go in the strike zone.
Baez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
A ball and a strike now to Bryant.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Digging in, Kyle Schwarber, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Inside, looked like the knuckle curve. It's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2-0 count, the pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
The 1-0.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. got to find out if he can find his zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Happ with a 2-1 count now. Gallen has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Ian Happ becomes out number 2 this inning. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Called strike 0-2. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Into the box now, Miguel Sano. It's been a big season for him in the power department, closing in on a home run title.
This guy's been near the league leading home runs all season long. 3 home runs, D-Row, in his last 10 games.
Yeah, not absolutely on fire by his standards, but certainly not making a mistake at the plate right now. I see this guy closing it out and being the home run champion.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. And he misses again, ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Kiermaier at the track, the wall, into the bleachers, and gone. A solo shot. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Santana is really a unique kind of hitter. He bats from both sides of the plate, but what makes him so special is his ability to hit for power from both sides.
Yeah, and this is a manager's dream. This does not come down the pike too often, even in today's game with the best 750 players in the world. There are very few players with the skill set that this guy possesses.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 1-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with Result you saw right there, a big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 2-0 now. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Happ is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Now the payoff pitch home. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Kiermaier is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Orioles on the board first thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2, and it's 1-0 Baltimore. Last half of the second set to go, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. Here it comes.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
In now, Jared Young. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 2 home runs and 14 driven in. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Bases are empty. 1 man out. In there. 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Fouled off. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's the ball.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mancini makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Standing in, Jorge Alfaro. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's 1 for 4. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Happ has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Zach Gallen.
Now in the box, Zach Gallen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike to the Oriole hurler. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The 2-1.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 7, Trey Turner.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And 2-2. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Now batting, Hunter Alberto.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. Bryant's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles, but they're up 1-0. And that brings up Javi Baez. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball two. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
To the plate now, Ronald Torreyes. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One out, nobody on. Breaking ball stays high and misses for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And he popped him up. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. And as you can see on our team leaders graphic, that gives him now 30 on the year. Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Now the pitch. Comes set with the 0-1. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul for strike two.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. So striding in, Kyle Schwarber, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. A pause. And the 0-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2 pitch.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand one. They trail this one 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Trey Mancini.
Number 16, Trey Mancini.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Popped him up. Baez is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Digging in to try it again, Miguel Sano.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And that's the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Into the box now, Carlos Santana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and a strike to count. This is line to left. Schwarber will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. A ball and a strike. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Well, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So now to the plate, Victor Caratini. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Caratini stands 6'1" and hits from both sides of the plate. He was taken in the second round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 1-1 pitch. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Kevin Kiermaier waits on deck. Full count still. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
And he fouls this one off. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. First time up, he went down looking. Fouled away. Oh, and 2. Here it comes.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Into the box, Jared Young. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Howie Kendrick. First delivery to him on the way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Liner towards second. And Kendrick has a base hit. Here's Michael Brantley as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. He's set. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The catcher, number 34, Jorge Alfaro.
At the plate now, Jorge Alfaro, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. From the stretch. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one.
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
None out, runners at first and second. A ball and two strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball two. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses with it, ball four, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
In now for the O's, Zach Gallen. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
I can tell you from experience, bases loaded, nobody out, and you get an infield pop-up, that feels just as good as a strikeout. And now he's just a double play ball away from getting out of this mess.
Here now is Trey Turner. A hit and two tries for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
At the plate, Hanser Alberto. Swung on and hit deep to left center. A ball that's carrying. And this one bounds the infield. And the second run will score as well.
Yeah, he squares this thing up beautifully and blasted through the gap all the way to the wall. Then the only question that remained was whether 2 or 3 runs were going to score. They held the runner at third, but that's a timely 2-run double.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Michael Pineda takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. From the stretch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Three runs already home here. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Line drive, fair ball down the line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
At the end of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
So now Carlos Santana batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. And he misses there. 1-2.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2 is taken down and in for a ball. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line toward right center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Standing in now, Howie Kendrick, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Line toward the gap in left center. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive in another run. This guy is a money run producer.
To the plate now, Michael Brantley. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 1-0 delivery. Ground ball right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
So now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro fouled off. Seven runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. And strike 3 there, as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. Home half of the 5th coming up. The O's lead this thing 8-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 29 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Here's Javier Baez. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Orioles.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Ronald Torreyes, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Kendrick will make the play to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Brad Wick gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Zach Gallen getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. First pitch coming, here it is. Ready on 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. And he puts it on the ground to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Hunter Alberto.
Now at the plate, Hunter Alberto. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Torreyes has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Now here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bryant playing here in his age 29 season. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
Skied into straightaway right. Therefore it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, no left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Kendrick has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, Ian.
Ready for another shot now. Ian Happ, a hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
So a 2-out single gives him new life here in the inning, but it's a bright spot in what's been a fairly dismal season offensively for them in terms of overall batting average. And as you see, they rank down near the bottom of the NL in that department. Coming to the plate now, Victor Caratini. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Cold strike at the letters. 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. Still 8-0. Now batting, Trey Mancini. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Number 16, Trey Mancini.
First pitch coming. Here it is. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Hard ground ball to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
The third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Here's Miguel Sano. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Well, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here comes another 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box now, Carlos Santana, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Santana waiting on a 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch, and a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Howie Kendrick. He grounds it sharply to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here. No errors. 1 man left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Orioles 8 and the Cubs nothing. The next Cub up, Kevin Kiermaier. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
First offering on its way.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Fastball called for strike two.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Now at the plate, Jared Young. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here it comes.
Nope.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Fastball swung on and missed. And he takes a called strike 2. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Here's another 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas. So when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Now batting, number 38.
David Bodie will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, David Bodie.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 8 home runs and 33 driven in. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Stays alive, still 0-2. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a hit.
Well, that's just a case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hit.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Marcus Walden takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Marcus Walden.
In now, Javier Baez, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Not close. It's 2-0. From the belt, the pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are two aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with two runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
So coming to the plate, Ronald Torreyes, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Jeremy Jeffress enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ready to begin the 8th, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley.
Fielder number 23, Michael Brantley.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Two and 0 to the Baltimore left fielder. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Jorge Alfaro waits on deck. He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Striding in, Jorge Alfaro. 0-for-2 with a walk for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
A ball and 2 strikes. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. A line shot to third base. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out. Stepping in, Marcus Walden, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
0-1. Here's the pitch. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. To second for one, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time, so that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Striding in once again, Trey Turner. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. Nothing in one. 2 out with the man at first. And it's 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Has a look. Now the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Gonna be a tough play. They'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. Orioles leave one as the lead holds at 8-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And there's ball one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. The pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. Mancini moving back. And oh no, it's off his glove.
Wow, sometimes you just have to shake your head on plays like this. Looked like he was there in plenty of time, had a beat on it, but he must have just lost concentration for a split second, and the ball falls. Should have made that play, though.
Runner at second now as a result of the error, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Ian Happ. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Lifted in the air out to left. Brantley is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. So digging in now, Victor Caratini. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The 1-0.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Kendrick's got it. There's one. Throw to Santana, the double play, and that's how the side is retired. So 1 run here, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. The Orioles are on top, 8-1. All set to start the 9th in this one, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Hanser Alberto. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Now the 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Now the pitch. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Settling in now, Trey Mancini. First delivery to him on the way. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Happ is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Sano.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Miguel Sano. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. from the stretch.
Ball one, no strikes.
2 out, nobody on. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The 1-1 is a fastball down below the knees. 2-2 now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Hunter Harvey is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 56, Hunter Harvey.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
A 1 pitch on its way to short. Alberto gloves it, and the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out. Ready for another chance? Jared Young. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
0-2.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Bases are empty. 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Sano is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th. Chase Strumpf will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 18, Chase.
0-1 the count, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch, and the Orioles have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Look, it's easy. You don't have to look any further than the 5th inning to see where this game was decided. They put together a big rally and did everything down the stretch to secure this win.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Orioles took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Zach Gallen gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Jose Quintana permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 8 runs.